brothers, it is time for a new experiment to begin. I have chosen the planet Earth. We shall aid the humans in their development. Azal, you will be the first to travel to Earth. You will report the current status of the humans.
Very well, Master. I shall return in 1 week's time.
You will return when I tell you to, Azal. You will land your ship on a landmass that will be known as Europe in several hundred years' time.
Very well, Master.
I do not like your tone, Azal. Now, Azal, you will travel to the landmass North America, 88,000 years later than Azal. Aid the humans called the Native Americans in their development. If the experiment fails, destroy them.
Yes, Master, I obey.
Azal, Rizal, you will go now.
Yes, Lord Master.
Rizal and Azal walk out of the room and into their time vessels. In the conference room with a glass ceiling, Mastro looks up and sees their saucers flying away from Damos.
Perfect. Now the experiment can begin.
I told you there wasn't anything to scream about.
But the scanner said collision imminent.
Well, it always says that, you know that. You worry too much, stupid humans.
How was I supposed to know?
If you're going to keep travelling with me, you've got to learn to trust me. Everything I do with a purpose. Remember that.
Well, Doctor, where have you taken me this time?
Earth, 2016. Somewhere in America. The scanner said we're in the Hell's Gate wilderness in Arizona.
Well, if it's Arizona, hell is correct.
Eternal optimist, Jenny. Come on, let's explore a bit.
The Doctor and Jenny look around and see a desert dotted with trees and bushes. To their right is a large wall of sediment. They walk for a while and come across...
Ah, Indian ruins. How fascinating.
Doctor, it's so hot. Can we just go back into the TARDIS?
Really, Jenny? Go back to the ship and change into something more suited to the desert. A long-sleeve shirt like that isn't helping. I'll be here. Oh, and bring my bag while you're there. The one on the left of the console.
Jenny turns and walks away.
Oh, bring me this, Jenny. Bring me that, Jenny. I am not your pack mule, Doctor.
Jenny walks into the TARDIS and goes to her room. She comes back out in a t-shirt and shorts and picks up the bag. She walks back out of the TARDIS and drops the bag when she sees a giant hoof-shaped footprint in the ground. She leans over to examine it.
I wonder what this could be. Certainly not terrestrial. I should tell the Doctor.
The Doctor is still examining the ruins when Jenny runs up to him.
Oh, you look nice. Where's my bag?
Doctor, you need to come quick. There's something I need to show you.
I asked you to get my bag. What was it so hard to go and get one thing? Just get my bag for me. I really would love for one day to meet someone that would do as they were told.
This is more important than those Indian ruins. Come on!
The Doctor reluctantly follows Jenny towards the TARDIS. and sees his bag with various technology spilling from it. The doctor examines the contents.
You broke my microscope. That was my favourite microscope.
Doctor, look at this footprint.
Oh, that is most fascinating. Certainly nothing of this planet. It's in the shape of a hoof. This wasn't here when we got here. Something must have been here recently.
What do you think it could be, Doctor? Some kind of intergalactic goat?
I once had a goat. I wonder where it's got to. It's still in the TARDIS somewhere.
Will you please focus? This could be serious.
Oh, fine, come on. Let's follow the footprints. God.
The Doctor and Jenny follow the tracks to the base of a mountain.
Well, Jenny, I hope you brought hiking shoes.
Yes, I'm wearing good hiking shoes.
Good. After you.
Jenny begins to climb the steep pathway. The Doctor follows.
So you really have no idea what those tracks could be?
Well, there is one thing. But it's absolutely impossible. That race died out years ago.
What race?
The demons. An ancient race. They shouldn't be here. They died years ago.
Demons? As in actual living demons?
Well, not demons in the conventional sense. These creatures were highly advanced. They saw the Earth as a massive experiment. They tampered with the development of humanity.
Well, they sound like evil, foul things.
They aren't evil, just brutally dispassionate. Ever heard of Atlantis?
Well, of course. Everyone has heard of Atlantis.
The demons saw Atlantis, a failed experiment, and destroyed it. I met a particularly nasty one named Azal, almost 30 years ago. I was a different man then, literally. He nearly destroyed the Earth.
Well, that's awful. My gran used to tell me horrible stories about demons. I always thought she just had a vivid imagination. And you think they aren't evil?
Every species has its own rotten individuals. The Cashians had Eldrad, the Time Lords have the Master, even your planet had Adolf Hitler. It's just a matter of perspective. Azal didn't believe he was doing anything wrong. He was just following orders.
Yes, I guess that makes sense. So, suppose it is the demons.
Impossible. Azal was the last of the demons, and I saw him destroyed.
But suppose it is. What will we do?
Hope that it's one of the nice ones.
Back on Damos, the council is still in session.
What do you hope to accomplish with this experiment?
I hope to influence the progression of humanity, to open their eyes to science.
But why?
Lilith, why do you question? Would you like to go the same way as Xerxes, launched into Damos' son? I think not. So you had better keep your mouth shut.
Yes, Lord Matherslow.
Thank you.
Lord Mathstroll, you must come.
What is it?
The demons. They are protesting this latest experiment. They think the Earth should not be tampered with.
I shall address them.
Mathstro stands and walks out of the building and addresses the group of demons protesting outside.
People of Damos, do not see this experiment as a curse. See it as a gift. We are aiding the humans, not hindering them. I beg of you, do not be frightened. Be proud!
Mathstro turns and goes back into the building, smiling. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the Doctor and Jenny continue to climb the mountain, when an intense wave of heat hits them. A red dome is momentarily seen around the mountain.
No, it can't be. It just can't.
What is it, Doctor?
The heat barrier signals that a demon is awakening. Come on, we must get to the top of the mountain.
But Doctor, I thought you said the demons died out. How can one be awakening?
Well, apparently I was wrong.
The Doctor and Jenny reach the top of the mountain.
Perfect. More ruins. I don't see any demons up here, Doctor.
Wait, these aren't traditional ruins. They're in the shape of a circle. Like a spaceship.
A booming voice echoes from the ground.
I have been awoken. I am free.
The demon named Raziel rises from the ruins of his spaceship.
Who are you?
I'm the Doctor. This is Jenny, and who might you be?
I am Raziel. I am the most powerful being on Earth.
Well, that seems a bit hasty.
I am a demon. We are all powerful. You humans are nothing to us.
Rizal, your race is extinct. You are the last of the demons.
You lie! Azal still lives.
I was there when he died.
You killed him?
No, well, not exactly.
I refuse to believe this. Azal would not have been so easily killed. You lie.
I am not lying. I was there when Azal died.
Then I shall have to do something about his death.
Back on Damos, 100,000 years ago, Mastro sits in a room, looking out the window at the planet. Lilith walks in.
Why are you here, Lilith?
Lord Mathsto, I want answers.
Answers to what?
Why must these experiments take place? I have a feeling you are hiding something from the Damons.
What have I to hide? Do not question the experiments.
But how are they benefiting the Damons?
We are becoming gods, Lilith. Gods.
Gods do not lie to their own people. Tell us. Tell us why the experiments are happening.
You really do want answers, don't you?
Yes.
What would you be willing to do to get them?
Anything.
Good. I thought as much.
Meanwhile, back in Arizona,
What do you mean you have to do something about it?
I shall return to that moment and stop him from dying.
You can't do that. It would create a massive paradox. You can't change history.
Of course I can. Azal will live. The demons will not die out.
Rizal, it has already happened. You are the last of the demons and nothing can change that.
I can change it, and I will change it.
If you stop yourself from dying, you will destroy us all. Time will freeze. The universe will be destroyed. Do you want that?
You cannot stop me. Nothing in this world can stop me now.
And there is nothing I can say that will convince you to stop this stupid mistake that you're about to do.
Nothing. Azal will live. The earth will burn. And everything will turn to dust. The demons will live on.
You don't understand. If you do this, the demons will still be destroyed. There will be nothing. No Damos, no earth, no time.
Are you sure of this, Doctor?
As sure as anyone in the universe. I am not a human. I am the last of my species. I am the last of the Time Lords.
Very well. Then if I can't stop Azal from dying on Earth, then I will stop him from ever coming to Earth in the first place.
the demon opens a portal to the time vortex. He begins to step through.
You cannot do this, Rizal. Disaster will strike the universe.
The demon looks back over his shoulder and snorts, and steps into the time vortex. Again, back on Damos, 100,000 years ago, Mastro and Lilith speak to one another.
You understand what you must do.
Yes.
Good. Do this, and I will give you the information you desire.
Lilith leaves and goes to her ship. Mastro watches through the glass ceiling as Lilith departs.
Now the daemon shall live forever. Our future is secure.
Suddenly, a portal opens in the middle of the room, and Rizal steps through.
Rizal, what are you doing back here?
Lord Mastro, you must not allow Azal to go to Earth. He will be destroyed, and it will mean the end of our race.
The daemons can never die out. We are gods.
No, Lord Mastro. I awoke, and was told of these events by a Time Lord. He has seen our destruction.
The Time Lords cannot be trusted. They're cretins, fools. Do not listen to this Time Lord. He lies.
No, Mastro. I detected no lie in what he told me. The Doctor told the truth.
Did you say doctor?
That is what he calls himself.
Of course it is the doctor. He was there when Azal awoke. They warned me about him. They knew he would come to Damos. He must be destroyed.
Back in Arizona,
Where did he go, Doctor?
To the planet Damos, original home to the demons.
Well, that isn't good at all.
No, it isn't.
What will he try to do?
Well, presumably, he will try to convince their leader to halt the experiment.
And what will that do?
Azal can't be destroyed on Earth if he never came to Earth in the first place.
Yes, I suppose that makes sense. But what if he succeeds? Then it will create a massive paradox, correct?
Yes, that is why we must make sure he doesn't succeed. Come on, we need to get back to the TARDIS, now.
Doctor, you can't be serious. Are we really going to try and stop one of the most powerful beings on Earth?
Yes, let's go back to the TARDIS.
The Doctor and Jenny make their way down the side of the mountain.
Look, the TARDIS is outside the heat barrier.
You're right. We can't get there. We're cut off.
Doctor, what are we going to do?
I'm thinking, Jenny.
If Rizal succeeds, the whole of time will collapse. Chaos and disaster.
I'm thinking, Jenny, just shut up for once in your life. Let me think. Aha! That's it.
What is it, Doctor?
The sonic screwdriver. If I can use that to detect the source of the heat barrier, then maybe, just maybe.
Do you think you could destroy the heat barrier?
Maybe.
Well then, get sonicking.
The Doctor takes out his sonic screwdriver and begins scanning the surrounding area. He traces the source of the barrier to the center of the ruins he was examining earlier.
Right. Bit of an obvious place. Now then, to find the mechanism that activated that barrier.
The Doctor scans the ruins, but his excited demeanor fades when he reads the results.
What is it, Doctor?
The source of the heat barrier. It isn't mechanical. It originated from Rizal himself.
How can that be?
The demons are immensely powerful creatures.
So you mean we can't get back to the TARDIS?
Well, now that Rizal has left, I would say that the barrier will fade in. Oh, about 12 hours?
Well, that's just lovely.
Quite. Well then, looks like we have an awful lot of waiting to do. Do you have any jokes?
Sure. A daemon destroys the whole of reality. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, very funny.
Doctor, you don't actually plan to wait here for 12 hours, do you? We have no food, no water, and no shelter.
Oh, Jenny, I was never planning on staying here the whole time. I just haven't thought of anything yet. No. Wait. I actually have an idea.
Well, what is it?
Rizal opening that portal to the time vortex left behind an enormous amount of temporal energy. If I reverse the polarity, maybe, just maybe, I could channel the energy towards the heat barrier.
And destroy it. Doctor, that's brilliant.
Yes, it is. Boom.
Boom.
The Doctor and Jenny run back to where the tool bag lay. The Doctor opens the bag and begins to assemble the items into what looks like a collection of mismatched parts. He quickly uses his sonic screwdriver to wire them together. The phase manipulator he wires to the micro-wire inducer. The inducer gets wired to the Ultron inverter.
Jenny, get the ocular lens from the microscope.
The what?
The eyepiece. Give me the eyepiece.
Jenny hands the Doctor the eyepiece. He carefully places it atop the beam emitter of the Ultron inverter.
Now I'll use the sonic screwdriver as the power source.
Using the sonic screwdriver, the Doctor places it at the base of the device. The plan works. The heat barrier disintegrates. The Doctor and Jenny run through the TARDIS doors.
Right then, time to get to work.
What are we going to do?
Well, I thought you would have guessed by now.
Well, I haven't, so please elaborate.
We're going to Damos. 100,000 years ago.
You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am, Jenny. The only way to stop Rizal is to arrive before it. Let's go. Well, here we are. Damos. 100,000 years ago.
It's so red.
Well, it is the planet of the demons. Anyway, come along.
But how can we be sure that we'll survive this planet's atmosphere?
Oh, I assure you it's quite safe. The oxygen levels are about Earth normal. We may be experiencing some low gravity, low radiation. We'll be fine. Come on.
Wait.
What is it?
Well, it's just that I'm scared. You expect me just to walk out onto an alien world just like that?
Think about it, Jenny. You'll be the only human to have ever touched the sand of Damos. To feel the heat coming off its sun. You're gonna help me save the world?
Okay. Let's go hunt a demon.
Well, here we are. Let's just hope we've arrived before Rizal.
Which building would he be in?
That's a good question. Ah, that looks like some sort of parliament. Let's go there.
The Doctor and Jenny walk into the Parliament building and into the room, where they see Mastro and Rizal.
Doctor, how did you get here? I trapped you on Earth.
It's a long story.
Doctor, he's beaten us.
Yes, Doctor. I have beaten you to Damos. I am victorious.
Rizal, this isn't a victory. You may well have destroyed the entire universe.
Will the three of you stop bickering?
Suddenly, the planet begins to shake.
Doctor, what's happening?
We too late. Time is collapsing in on itself, Rizal. You have brought this upon the universe. You have destroyed us all.
Then I have succeeded.
You know, Rizal, I don't know why you were so intent on destroying not only us, but yourself as well.
I will not be the final demon in the universe. Either my race continues, or no race continues.
You can't let him do this.
Jenny, I have seen the destruction of several entire races in the past, including my own. I do not wish to see any more races annihilated.
All races will be annihilated.
Well, there is a way.
What do you speak of, Doctor?
Well, if I wanted to help you, there was a way the paradox could be sustained.
You can't be considering this. Doctor, he can't be trusted.
How do I know that? We haven't spent 10 minutes with him.
Well, he is trying to destroy the universe.
For the love of Damos, how could the paradox be sustained?
Well, your race could be saved. There could be consequences.
Such as?
I could put this planet in a status cube, lock it away in another universe. Your race will be preserved. But in order to return to our universe, someone would need to retrieve the planet.
So, we would be your prisoners.
Well, in a way, prisoners of time. So what do you say?
I see.
Kill the Doctor.
Oh, well, I'll be honest. Not the answer I was expecting.
You wish for us to be prisoners on our own world. I cannot allow that.
It's either that, or extinction. Your choice.
Very well, Doctor. Do what you can to save us. Not any tricks, and you die. Understand?
Yes, Master. Well, let's get started.
Lilith enters the room.
Why are there humans in our sacred building? They must be destroyed.
This is not a human. He is a Time Lord. He is here to save us from extinction.
Is this wise, Master? Do you trust him? You know of how unpredictable his race is. The ones you told me about. The ones behind the experiment.
Quiet, Lilith. This Time Lord will help us.
Hello there. I don't believe we've met.
Shut your mouth, Time Lord.
If I may, Master, I will need all the Damos in their spaceship, weapons ready to fire.
What?
You just need to trust me on this. I'll be in my spaceship, ready to activate the stasis cube. My command, they fire, and I activate the cube.
What if you activate it too late?
That's the risk we have to take. It's either that, or the universe.
Very well. Go to your ship. I will contact you from the control room.
Right then. Come on, Jenny. We've got work to do.
The Doctor and Jenny leave the room. They make their way back to the TARDIS and enter. Suddenly, the Doctor looks pale and grim.
Doctor, what's wrong?
Nothing.
With a flick of a switch, Matthew's face pops up on the screen.
Ready, Doctor? I've sent the soldiers into the planet's atmosphere.
One moment, Master. Okay, I'm ready. On my count. 3, 2, 1.
The demons fire, but the Doctor just stands there. No stasis cube. No manipulating controls. Mathsville becomes furious as his planet burns and begins to break apart.
You tricked us, Doctor! You have doomed our race!
I'm sorry. So sorry, Master. I truly am. This is the only option.
I knew it. I knew your race couldn't be trusted. Those wretched Time Lords, they lied to me. They lied to me.
What do you mean, Time Lords? There are no more Time Lords, Master. What do you mean?
Before Master can answer, Damos explodes. Jenny looks at the Doctor in horror.
Doctor, what did you do?
I couldn't let their race go on. Their existence would cause a massive paradox.
You just committed genocide. You destroyed an entire race.
It was their race or the universe. Rizal returning could have triggered a chain reaction that would cause time to implode. I had to keep that from happening. I am not just the last of the Time Lords. I am the Time Lord. It is my job to make sure things like this do not happen.
Jenny backs away from the Doctor, almost like she doesn't recognize him.
You do not have the right to kill an entire race just like that.
I didn't destroy them. They destroyed themselves.
Is that how cruel you are? That you have to convince yourself that you aren't the one responsible? Because you are. No matter how much you try to convince yourself otherwise, you brought about their extinction.
Jenny, you must understand.
I must understand. You do not understand what you've done. Try to understand how I feel, watching all this death and destruction while you sit back and watch like it's a typical day.
I had no choice. I couldn't let our universe just implode because of a race that should never existed. Jenny, no.
Jenny, now crying, runs to her room in the TARDIS.
So, Time Lords. Things just got a lot more serious.